You know, a moment now.
Because it can't be everywhere. That's why I said the eternal presence of the object of fear is what sustains.
Just a moment,
Yes.
Dr. Naji. Now we are looking at the ministries.
Yes.
Let's talk about the states, because when we talk about this fight, even when you pick up the dailies or you watch the news, everything seems to be on the national level.
Federal.
So, are the states or local governments not part of this drive or this fight, or are they immune?
Suleiman, I told you that the fight is Buhari agenda. The political class does not seem to buy into it. So if it were to be a political agenda, you understand, at least the ruling party will be seen in their own various states, local governments, MDAs, doing the same crusade with the same vigor, even if there are some collateral damages. Because there are some collateral damages when you are pursuing an armed robber. The innocent might, one way or the other, get killed or something like that. And that's understandable, even though it is the duty of those who are doing things to ensure that they factor in some risk factors to ensure that they take care of. Because the law is, instead of committing an innocent soul, it's better that you leave 10 criminals to go free. Because why should I suffer for what I didn't do? And in this climb, if I am rushing for promotion or I want to take up your job, because all it takes in Buhari's administration is to paint somebody black, he has lost it. Even before the matter is in court. So pay the media and then promote it and get some phantom whatever, and the money. Take, for example, I watched the story on the DG of NBC. Somebody was on your television some few days ago and spoke spiritedly. Before I saw him, I read it in the, this day or whatever, about the details. That it's TSA, it's not that the money is missing. So why did it have to take arresting him? Why don't call the man quietly? Just as a fact finding something. You understand? And that takes me to the point. If you know how to punish, you also must know how to reward. There were some stories done about one lady that works with one contracting firm, cleaning firm for fan, that saw some thousands of dollars and returned that. And what is her salary? 5,000 naira per month. They gave national award. Nobody mentioned her. But if she stole that money, she would have been mentioned in every newspaper, international press, that our airports are not safe. I don't know that if we know how to punish, if we deprecate crime, we must also appreciate those who do the reverse and give Nigeria a good name. And that is what this government must do. There's a presidential committee, they say they are ad hoc.
Now you're talking about reward system.
Yes.
Can also help in the fight.
Let me tell you, if you are a good parent, it is not by scolding your children that you get them to do the right thing. You don't. Because when you say that somebody is hardened, they say, don't go to play football. He goes to play that football, derive the pleasure in it, and come for the punishment. But if you tell him, this football you are going for example, if you break your leg, you won't be able to be that doctor that you said you want to be. And if you are doing this, do this, you are motivating that person and managing the person's emotions.
How has our national honors list or ceremony helped in the fight against corruption?
It has helped to escalate banditry, corruption, and political resurgence. The people rewarded are those who have had their hands full and their legs in the pot of corruption, many of them. That without prejudice to a few who actually merit that. But there are many more Nigerians that are deserving of it and who are not sung. And they are not interested. Really, they are not interested. Let me tell you, somebody was touting sometime your name. I said, there are certain government jobs that you give. I will not touch it. I won't. Just like in the church, you are appointed president. They say continue. If your term finishes, they say continue. Because there's nothing, you understand that the way you are doing it is fine. Yeah? So how come, therefore, that everybody wants to kill to serve somebody? when I was contesting sometime in the past, I told them in a political rally, if I come to your house to sweep your house, and you say, please don't, if I insist on sweeping it, then I must have either seen something under your bed that I want to take, or I want to drop something that will incriminate you. Service not by force. You can only scratch me where it itches me. It's not for you to tell me where it itches. It is me that is having the itch, and I come to you, you scratch me. Or you saw me scratching, then you come there to do. And you see, there are a lot of things that are wrong in the polity. That's why the educational system must also be suffused at the level of pedagogy with programs to capture the mind, because the mind has might over matter. The body is just material. The mind has might over. If you are sitting down here and your mind tells you never to stand up because if you stand, your leg will break, you will remain there for 10 years until somebody lifts you. The mind must tell you something before you go. And that's why it is important to convince that mind, to cultivate the mind. You understand? And an uncultivated mind in a body that wants to live is not worth living.
Chairman Najee, public affairs analyst and a lawyer, many thanks for speaking with us this morning. I'm sorry.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
We'll take a moment now. We'll return shortly. Stay with us.